Let it go. Say nah, that's what they say. So today we're gonna be talking about letting it go. Most of my clients can't proceed. They can't overcome their fears. They can't overcome their failures simply because they don't want to let things go. How many of y'all can relate to that? Like, I know I've been there before. How many times have you held on to something that you know deep down it feels like you need to let it go? It's like, well, you know what? Deep down, it feels like if you just can just let this one thing go, your growth is on the other side. How many of y'all have felt that way? Yes, yes. I know it's plenty of people that has felt that way. And that's why we're going to be talking about letting go. You ain't growing because of that one simple word. Well, that statement right there, letting go. I want y'all to think about this for a minute. And when we talk about letting go, I want y'all to understand that these is people, places, and things. A lot of times we get caught up, especially the number one thing that holds us back that I want to say that we can't let go of. A lot of people might think it's people, right? A lot of people might think it's the people that we tend to not be able to let go of. But the number one thing that I'm finding that a lot of people seem to cannot let go of is their environment. Oh, yeah, their environment. And the reason why a lot of people shy away from from leaving their environment, right? Making a choice to change and let it go, knowing that it don't serve them. And prime example, what I mean by that. How many of us has grew up in the projects, right? Hey, Queen A2. How many people do you know that still, now I'm in my mid 40s, and I know people that still in the same position that they was in when I was 13, 14 years old. Can any of y'all relate to that? Yeah. I'm asking, can any people relate to that? Because that's part of not being able to let go. Like I said, a lot of people think it's people, but no, it tends to be our environment. Where was you raised? Where do you feel the most comfortable? That is where it's hardest to let go. Now, I want to talk to y'all about that for a second. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because especially nowadays, a lot of people scared to let go because they feel like, you know what? Oh my gosh, if I let go or I leave this certain environment, guess what? They gonna, they gonna call me the ops. Or if I leave this certain environment, I'm gonna be labeled as a sucker. If I leave this certain environment, I'm not, I'm not living up to what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what a lot of people tend to feel like. Right? That's how a lot of people tend to go. Like, so that's why it's hard for us to leave certain environments. And a lot of times we feel like, yes, we're leaving the people behind, but it's mostly the environment that we're connected to. Think about it. I don't want to leave this neighborhood because I have so many childhood memories. I know everybody in this neighborhood. I remember we threw a party right there in that house down there. Man, I remember we had fun right here. It brings back so many memories. Now, it's great for us to have memories. It's great to have memories. But a lot of times we have to learn how to let it go. Why are we tied to our environment? Can anybody think about that for a second? Because most of my clients are tied to their environment because they are scared to make choices. I'm telling you now, choices, right? The decision you make between when faced with one or two when faced with one or two decisions. And I make this clear all the time that no choice is a choice. So whether we like it and we face it or not, every day we make a choice, whether it's subconsciously or consciously, to stay in the environment we're in, to be around the people that we are around, to do the things that we're doing, to wear the clothes that we're wearing, to listen to the music that we listen to, watch the TV that we decide to watch. All these things are choices. And I'm going to put this on. Anybody ever notice that your phone, nothing seems to go off until you're doing something? All right. So all these different things right here are different choices. And it's the reason why people most people are scared to leave their environment. Because in order for you to leave your environment, in order for you to leave that person, in order for you to leave that thing that's hindering you, you have to make a subconscious choice, meaning you have to make a decision. What am I going to do? You have to make a decision. Am I going to stay? Am I going to come back to this environment every day knowing that it's not giving me, it's not watering my mindset? Am I going to go back to this environment every day knowing that every time I'm come here, I feel depressed? Am I going to go back to this environment knowing that every time it's always, somebody getting shot or a drama or fighting? Am I going to go back to this environment? The house is all tore down. It just makes me look so depressed and I'm aggravated. Am I going to go back to this environment? Maybe it got a million potholes. So every time you drive over, you hitting a pothole, right? Am I going to go back to this environment where everybody's sitting on the corner and nobody has changed? How many of y'all know that weed man or that dope boy that's been on the corner in the same environment for years? Why is that? Because people are scared to change their environment. How many people just know anybody? It don't have to be the dope boy. How many of y'all know, like, y'all got a grandma, or anybody that's just in a broken down home or whatever, and they just refuse to leave because they just love the neighborhood that they're in? Any people know that? Now, y'all see I'm keeping my hand up because I know all these different types of people. And the one thing that all these different types of people have in common is that they are afraid to make a conscious choice to change their environment, to let things go. See, people, they will come and they will talk to me. So a lot of my clients, they come and they talk to me about how frustrated and, they're tired of being in the same position and, they tired of being in their environment. But Queen A, y'all know I'm going to pose the question, what are you doing to consciously, now, not subconsciously, what are you doing consciously to make a change? Meaning, if it's environment wise, if you don't like your environment, what are you doing to change it? Are you making steps to move away? Or are you making steps to, today I'm not going to hang over there. Let me find something else that I could be doing to occupy my time. Maybe I'll go hang with family, right? Maybe I'll go get some inspiration. Maybe I want to be a baker and it's somebody that bakes that I look up to and I could go watch them bake, right? I don't know. But we have to make the conscious choice to do something different. That's what I'm saying. The second thing that a lot of people are scared to let go of is what? I already mentioned it earlier. People. Yes. We as humans, we are scared to let people go when they no longer service us. I mean, not serve us, right? Meaning mean us any good. Nothing they do is we can't benefit from it. And I'm not talking about benefit far as money wise. I'm talking about benefit intellectually, benefit mentally from it. The people that you have around you should be building you up mentally. They should align with the same values and principles that you have. Yeah, they should. And if they don't, guess what? They ain't for you. See, a lot of times we get stuck. A lot of people get stuck around the same people because guess what? Because, oh, that person popular. Or because, I knew them my whole life. Because this is my best friend. But I want to ask you, do that person that you hang with every day, do they serve you? Do they serve a purpose? When I say serve you, I'm not talking about is they going up and is they taking your trash out? No, we ain't talking about that type of serve. I'm talking about, are they feeding you? Are they planting seeds in your mentality and your mental? If not, then what are you holding on to them for? They serve you no purpose. See, we got people be around us every day. And you ever talk to somebody, every time you talk to them, all they do is talk about drama and, everything negative and, oh, this hurt and that hurt. And it's never nothing positive. Well, guess what? Is that person really doing you any good mentally? Because you can be in a great mood smiling and get on the phone, not even in person. You can get on the phone talking to somebody across yonder, Africa, the Philippines, pick one, and ask them how their day going, and you can be in a very great mood. And you could be over here in the U.S. and they say, you know what? Like, you like, hey, how your day going, love? Hey, what you doing? They like, you know what, girl? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like everything been going on. I'm about to lose my house. Like, I mean, I'm just telling you, my boyfriend cheating on me. My dog ate my homework. Then Miss Flea every time she come. I mean, they got a million stories, right? And then what happens? You like all that smiling and laughing. You like, oh man. Now you start feeling a little bit of that energy. It just sucked away a little bit of your happiness. Now we all have something going on at certain times. I'm not saying it, but what I am saying is if you catch yourself talking to somebody and every time you talk to them, they dog ate their homework, they grandma was sick, they done bumped their toe, and sometimes we have to, even as people, we have to learn how to let go of even telling people everything that negative that happened. Let me explain that too. A lot of times somebody will ask us how we doing, and yeah, you know what? Somebody might have passed away. Your dog might have did eat your homework, whatever. But it's okay to simply say, my day going great. It's going good, How your day going, love? Or you know what? My day ain't been the best, girl, but I ain't gonna grow up on that. I'm just grateful to be here. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Even when you having a bad day, you still having a great day. And I'm gonna explain to you why. Because somebody else ain't here. Somebody else didn't make it. Yeah. So think about that for a second. I'm not gonna spend too much longer on here. But I just want to let y'all know, a lot of times we can't grow and we can't plant seeds in our own mentality because we can't let things go. We still holding on to things, routines, habits, and people and environments that we know we need to let go that don't service us. If you say you're trying to change your life, why you still hanging in the old environment that got you where you trying to get away from? Right? You say, I want to lose weight. Well, then why you find yourself in the bakery every day? I want y'all to understand. Because why? We scared to change or challenge ourselves to let things go. Yeah, I say challenge ourselves. See, a lot of times we don't have a problem challenging everybody else, but we have a big problem when it comes to challenge ourselves, especially when it comes to letting people, places, and things go. Are you really ready to grow? Because that requires letting go. Now I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave y'all with this right here for y'all. I hope y'all, if y'all been watching me for the last few days, so I got a saying that I love to leave y'all with. Yesterday is gone. Today is here. And tomorrow not ever comes. Tomorrow never comes. So yesterday is gone. So don't focus on it. No matter what happened yesterday is gone. You can't control what happened yesterday. Okay, a car ran over your dog. Yes, it's sad. I know you were sad yesterday, and I know you're going to be sad today. But remember, today is here. So what can you do today to help yourself get over that? Do you need to take a day and cry? Do you need to take a day away from everybody? And then, because I need you to understand that tomorrow not ever comes. So when I say, what can you do today to help yourself out and become a better person for later on today? My later on today is the future, which you call the future. Because remember what I said, yesterday is gone. Today is here and tomorrow not ever comes. So that means every day is today. Think about that for a second. And with that being said, I want y'all to really learn to let things go. Let it go. You got a person around you right now, maybe a couple of people around you right now that you need to let go. They don't serve you any purpose. Maybe you in an environment right now. You got an environment right now you need to let go of. You need to get yourself up out of there. And you just scared to do so out of fear. You have some things that you holding on to that you need to let go, but you're scared to do so out of fear. And if that's you and you want to learn how to overcome your fears, make sure that y'all sign up for my free webinar. I have a free webinar. I believe the link to my webinar is up in the my bio. But if not, I'm gonna make sure the link is in this video. This live. Let me see. I don't know if I can add a link in here. Let me see. If I can add a link, I will, but I don't think so. So chat. See your chat. Nice in chat. All right, so I'm gonna put this right here. I don't know if it's gonna stay after the live, but if it's not, I mean, if it disappears, I'll put it back up there anyway. So you go to this website and you scroll down, and you can feel free to sign up for my free webinars. Okay, love. All right. Well, I'm out of here, and remember, if it's something, anything that you want, that you can think of, that you want to pursue in, you want to overcome your fears, you want to learn how to pursue failure, right? Now, think about that, pursue failure. You want to understand what respect is. You want to learn how to make correct choices. Make sure you sign up for that free webinar, all right? I'm out of here, and if nobody else love y'all, y'all already know Queen A does. Later. Mwah.